pregnant girl arrives in a village outside Bangkok to look for her husband. He had promised to return, but he never did. A year has passed. The girl reaches a big house in the village, and from there a chain of complicated mysteries begins. Will she find her husband, or will she be swallowed by the depths of the mystery? Today I bring a story whose ending and twist are on another level. Today's hidden gem Thai movie is The Unseeable. A pregnant woman named Noah is traveling from Childbirth all the way to a village near Bangkok. Her rickshaw stops in front of a large house by the village road. Noah tells the driver, "Please wait a moment. I'll be right back." The driver nods and Noah opens the gate and goes in. It's a huge house with a broad garden beside it. While looking around in the bustle, her eyes catch someone at the upstairs window. Someone is peeking from behind the curtain. Fear recedes a little, and a voice calls out, "Joy." Joy, quick with a smile and always busy, walks over. He talks in a brisk, blunt way and says, "People get frightened if they see a leaf move. Do you need a room? Come with me. I'll introduce you to Samjit. She's the caretaker here. You could even call him the Undertaker. There aren't many people living in this area. We don't rent to just anyone." Noah gives her name and explains to Samjit that she's come looking for her husband. A year ago he came here for work and promised he'd come back. But he never returned. He didn't even send a letter. Samjit interrupts and says, "I don't have time to hear all this. This isn't an ashram where anyone can stay, especially a woman whose child has no father. Just for tonight, put your head down here. Don't go beyond the garden. Under no circumstances go in front of Madame Ranjawan's room. Madame likes to live alone," he adds. Noah breathes a relieved sigh. At least she has a place to rest. She is given the small room next to the tea room. That evening, while washing, Noah feels like someone is moving around near the bathroom. She sees a faint shadow. Curious, she takes a lantern to look. Near the garden there is an offering placed on a shrine. If she goes a little deeper, she sees in the dark someone digging the soil. The moment that shadowy figure notices her, the shadow people scatter and an old woman slips away past the path. This is an unfamiliar place, so Noah doesn't show too much courage and returns. But at midnight someone is silently standing next to her bed. The next morning Noah is talking about the love she remembers, about the promise he made to finish his business and return in a few days. She had boundless trust in him, but he didn't keep it. Choi nods. Seeing Noah's state, he tries to comfort her. "Madame will surely do something. The important thing is she took in a girl like you." When Noah's mind feels calmer, she asks about the old woman in the garden. Choi says her name is Ari. The old woman is mad. She doesn't leave her hut during the day and doesn't speak to anyone, but at night she walks the garden. Noah asks more curiously whether the old woman was digging the soil in the garden. Joy's face goes pale at that, and he answers with fear. "This house hides many mysteries. Stay away from them for your own good. Especially stay away from the shrine. Every 2 weeks, by Madame's order, offerings, food, flowers, incense, are placed at the shrine for a spirit. I've also heard that at the fork of the road is a big tree where a girl once hung herself. At night, some people claim they still see the girl hanging on that tree when they pass this way. In the evening, a sweet song floats from Madame's house. Noah knows this tune very well. Who wouldn't? Long ago, when the old woman used to sing at the courtyard, her lover played this tune on the violin. That night on the way home, when someone tried to take advantage of Noah, Chop stood up to the attacker. That small bravery is what made her fall in love. The next morning, while walking in the garden, someone is seen sitting on the balcony, but when you turn your head, they vanish. With a flower in hand and trembling, Noah crosses the garden and approaches Madame's room, but sees Sam and hides. Of course, she can't fool Madame's eyes. What happens next happens. Sam confronts her sharply. To deal with the situation, Noah says she came to see the flowering trees. Sam replies, "All the flowering trees in this garden were planted by Madame for her dead husband. She tended them every day because she believed her love would one day return. She never accepted the truth." He says he tells her this so outsiders won't spread rumors. Suddenly Sam asks, "Do you believe in ghosts, Noah?" Noah shakes her head no. Sam says, "It's all a matter of belief. I've been here since I was small. From what I've seen and heard about this place, you can't help but believe. They're with us all the time. Maybe they're listening now. Don't wander around at night." When Sam walks away, Noah hears the sound of digging again, but she no longer dares to go that direction. At dusk, Joy and Madam and Sam are talking. Joy jokes, "Who believes that old man's stories? He wanders with a lantern and a robe and tells ghost stories all the time." Strangely, a little girl standing outside quietly listens and laughs. And she is not alone. Multiple small figures are seen standing in the dark, as if they are trying to say something. At midnight, a knock at the door wakes Noah. Outside the mosquito net, a little girl is playing. Suddenly, the girl looks at Noah and asks, "Will you play with me?" When Noah runs to catch her, the girl darts away and stops in front of a locked antique room. Noah sees no one there. The child dissolves like mist. Sam comes and angrily grabs Noah's throat, and Noah somehow escapes. After this, Noah decides she won't stay a moment longer. She packs at dawn to leave. When Joy tries to calm her, Noah's labor pains start. With Joy's help, she gives birth to the child. Then he tells her to rest. Joy takes the placenta, fills it into a clay pot, and buries it. There is a local belief that if a newborn's placenta is left out, an evil spirit will eat it, so they bury it. After Choi leaves, the mad old woman is seen keeping watch over Noah. That night, in the deep darkness, Choi hears digging in the garden. Frightened, Choi puts the clay pot not into the grave but there, and as he leaves, someone's hand takes that pot. In the middle of the night, Noah wakes and goes to the garden. She sees a strange man wandering who slowly enters Madam's house. The next morning, she tells Joy, who is surprised. Is that why Madam never leaves the house? Choi tells her a rumor. People said Madam and her husband were once equally handsome. She loved him more than her own life. When he died, something strange changed. Madam shut herself away. People also say she secretly keeps a lover in her bedroom. Sometimes, if you listen, you can hear Madam's morning songs whispering. Sam runs from the antique room, locks the door, and rushes to Madam. He calls out that the old woman is a vampire/Pishik. Joy rushes in panicked and shows that the baby's diaper has blood on it. He says when a Pishik tastes a newborn, it wipes itself on the child's clothes. Choi suspects the old woman must be the Pishik, but Noah doesn't give it much thought. The next day, Sam says Madam wants to see Noah and her baby now. At Madam's house, they tell Noah to wait outside. She brings the baby in. Madam says, "Losing a loved one is painful, but losing faith in love is worse." Seeing Noah with the child makes her jealous. Not everyone is lucky enough for that happiness. Madam orders Noah to bring the baby every day. Noah agrees and leaves, but as the door closes, she notices a man in the bedroom. She has no chance to speak. A mysterious hand touches Ranjuan's body. That warm, invisible touch makes Ranjuan disappear. That night, Joy knocks on the door. He's frightened and says he'll stay with Noah tonight because strange sounds are coming from the old woman's hut. Choi claims the old woman is a vampire, so Noah goes alone to check. Bravely pulling open the door, she finds the child. Noah stares in astonishment at the child's antics. Suddenly the child says, "Will you play with me?" and runs away. Noah chases but can't catch it. The garden is shrouded in a magical dark haze and a light flower scent floats through the air. At the antique room, she finds the lock open and inside a large chest. What's inside? Joy arrives and Noah tells him about the child. Joy is astonished. There's no child here. They think their suspicion was wrong. They lock the door and go wake the old woman, who is in a deep sleep, so their theory seems false. In the morning, Noah takes the child to Madam. On the way to the garden, she feels watched from hidden eyes. At the room, she doesn't see Madam and turns to leave, but Madam says, "Leave the baby." Noah can't bear the thought of leaving such a young child alone. Then Madam approaches and says, "Don't you trust me? There's a reason I tell you to bring the child every day. My memory is failing. Beauty alone doesn't make everything possible. I could never conceive a child." Madam doesn't say much more. Obeying Madam's order, Noah leaves the child. But when she looks toward the garden, she sees something, the clay pot filled with a woman. So did Choi not bury it that day? Did he lie? Noah goes to ask Choi but finds no one in the room. She feels like 1,000 eyes are watching her from every corner. She hears the child's voice again, singing in a poetic tone. She notices the antique door tries to open by itself. Peeking in, she sees a shadowy figure and jumps back. The door swings open on its own. What a strange thing, nobody is there. Then a thud comes from the chest, waking Noah with a start. Was it a dream? Sam runs in and, seeing her, angrily scolds her. How many times have I told you not to come here? How dare you? He says, this is your last warning. Don't go near the antique room again. Noah is stunned. If it was only a dream, why would Sam order this? Time passes and Noah becomes helpless. When she tries to flee, Chop's violin plays that familiar tune in the garden. Hearing it, she runs to the garden and sees Chop playing the violin. The sorrow and joy mix into a desperate embrace. Chop, after a moment's silence, speaks quietly and asks forgiveness. He cannot return. He lied. He lived here with someone else. After promising to return, he couldn't. Noah is shocked. With whom could he be living? Before she can finish her question, a twist is revealed. Rumors that Madam hides a secret lover in her bedroom. Is Chop talking about that lover? Is Chop Madam's secret lover? Chop gives no answer. Are all his expectations in vain? Will the child never know a father? When Chop tells Noah the harsh truth and urges her to go back, stubbornness flares in Noah and an argument begins. Under the strain, Noah faints. When she regains consciousness, she finds herself still in the garden. Chop hasn't even lifted her up. Suddenly, the child begins to cry, the sound coming from Madam's room. Noah runs in terror. The only thing in the old woman's swing is a broken doll. The old woman returns the doll to Noah and runs away. Again, the child's cry is heard, now from Madam's room. Angry, Noah rushes to rescue the child and demands the doll be returned. Noah says that no matter what, Madam had at least the decency not to keep a husband for satisfying her physical needs, which is what Ranjuan is doing with Chop. So now Noah wants her child and husband back. Ranjuan angrily replies she never keeps another woman's husband. Her rightful husband is Job, and the person she had an affair with was none other than Noah herself. Ranjuan reveals that after their wedding, Chop told the village that he had an affair with Noah, but Chop could never give up Ranjuan. Even if Noah doesn't believe this, the wedding photo on the wall screams the truth. Noah can't bear the disgrace and lies any longer. She tells Ranjuan to return the baby and leave the place for good. Without hesitation, she tries to leave that night, but Chop blocks the path in the garden. Noah urges him to run away together, but Chop refuses, as if an invisible force holds him back. Chop says, I have much to do. I can't leave. Then suddenly he grabs a hoe and starts digging. Noah is shocked. The person she thought was digging the soil was Chop himself. Then a huge twist is revealed. After promising Noah he would return and then going away, Chop first went to Ranjuan and proposed divorce because his relationship with Ranjuan had been bad. Ranjuan had forced him into marriage. He always thought of himself first. Because he couldn't have children, Chop long wanted a divorce. But that night before he could return to Noah, he was killed by Ranjuan, who buried his body in the garden. Noah, who had seen Chop digging the soil every day, is now in front of Chop's own spirit. Noah runs, but her eyes fall on the shrine area. Joy said the shrine was built to appease a Pishik, but he didn't say the Pishik was the shrine itself. That's why when the placenta wasn't buried, the Pishik ate it and wiped itself on the baby's clothes. Fleeing terrified, Noah comes back toward the garden and finds the child, who is playing with its own eyes. When Noah reaches the front of the house, she sees multiple black shadow figures burning all around. Noah hides in the antique room and is shocked to see Sam eating a rat. Sam screams at her. How many times have I told you not to come? How dare you? And another twist is revealed. Sam, trying to flee on the night Chop died, fell down the stairs and broke his neck. That's why he wore the high-collar clothing so Noah wouldn't notice. After that incident, Ranjuan hid Sam's body in the antique room, and that's why she forbade Noah from coming here. Noah is stunned and doesn't know what to do. Ghosts are appearing all around and closing in on her. She remembers Psalm's warnings. In panic, she clutches the child to her chest and stumbles out into the thick darkness. The night is full of chirping insects. Suddenly, she sees a rickshaw and runs to stop it, screaming. But when she calls, the rickshaw driver pedals away at speed and vanishes. Exhausted, Noah sits under a large tree near the house and thinks about old memories. At this point, the story flashes back and the film's greatest twist is revealed. A few years earlier, months after Chop's death, Noah came to this house searching for him. Following the address Chop had left, she met Ranjuan that day, who said the exact same words Noah just heard, the same promises. Unable to bear the shock, Noah left the house and hanged herself on the big tree at the bend. Since then, their restless spirits have remained at this house. That day, Chop's death, the separation, and the web of belief and disbelief never let Noah heal. Her spirit still waits in front of the tree every day. If some new rickshaw driver stops by mistake at night, she returns to the house to search for Chop. Then that day's events repeat. It's a loop, and that's what you've been watching in the movie. The man shown at the beginning of the movie was the area's new rickshaw driver. He waited outside overnight wondering when his passenger would return. When the driver entered looking for Noah, he saw the old woman still sitting in the garden holding the broken doll. At the sight of the driver, she cried out, "Return my daughter!" With that, the story flashes back to Ranjuan's childhood and another twist is revealed. The old woman Ari once had a daughter, Arbai, who disappeared while playing with Ranjuan. As a cruel joke during hide-and-seek, Ranjuan hid and locked the chest's lid, and the girl was never found again. Thus, the helpless old woman has been searching for her lost daughter ever since. People say there was once a beautiful woman named Ranjuan who couldn't accept the death of her husband. She locked herself away in the house and ultimately died. Her grave is in that garden. Even after death, she never accepted the truth, and so she still waits for her husband Chop to return. If you press your ear to the house walls, they say you can hear Ranjuan saying, "Even after losing some people, we survive. Death pains, but waiting hurts more." So friends, how did you like the film? Tell me in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and stay with us.